Hey, you guys. So I'm on the phone right now, but I wanted to chit chat with you guys. What are you guys doing tonight? How y'all Friday been going so far? What are you guys up to? Let's chat. Let's chat. Let's chat. What do you guys like about everybody's different channels that you guys see? Do you guys like to subscribe to different people? Uh, that when is this? Uh, okay. Y'all look at my baby. She was so teal and fat. She was so chunky. Mm. I mean, if I watch, if I'll be watching them. Normally, time you always watching them. We don't be in the same room or nothing. You be. I do. Yeah, the big ones. The big ones, I do watch the big fights, but not when it's like, not really. I don't know. We ain't never played a game we said we was gonna play. Mm-hmm. Now I need to start bringing it on my mouth. They play with me. Whenever I end up going back over there. Look, they ain't got me singing that song. I said, now you got me singing this song. Ooh. Ooh. Trying to get this thing off from the back of my phone case. Since the thing had broke off. The thing broke off the back of it last night. So I'm trying to like get it off. And I don't know why it ain't coming off. I need a new phone case anyway. It's like a little crack. And then, Grandma funny though. I was like, so Grandma, what we gonna do for your birthday? My grandma's birthday March 1st. So I'm like, what we gonna do for your birthday? She gonna say, matter of fact, I asked her, um, matter of fact, I told her that me and my mom was gonna make a cake for her, right? You know, just to do some, stuff like that. She's fine with um us making a cake with her and all that stuff and stuff like that. She just be, I don't know, grandma real sassy. She real sassy. Thank you, Ambry. Can you subscribe to my channel? Keep in touch too. I like to write back to people as well. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, grandma, me and mom gonna make a cake for you. And I came up with the idea that we're gonna make a cake for her and stuff like that. Hey Mitchell. What happened after that? I'm trying to remember what happened. Hold on, give me a minute. Um Subscribe to my channel. It's 9 people on here. Thank you. I'm trying to remember. Fuck. Uh, oh, so she was like, yeah, I'm fine with y'all making a cake for me and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. So, do a little, show a little loving to your grandparents, stuff like that, right? So then she's like, I said, matter of fact, I said, Grandma, would you like to do bingo? She always talking about making money and stuff. Grandparents love to make some money. I don't know who works that. I don't know if the women grandparents are worse than the men grandparents, or vice versa. Like the men grandparents are worse than the women grandparents. But when it come to cussing and stuff like that, I think the women grandparents got it. When the men grandparents are more like laid back, chill. They'll take a drink. You get on their nerves. They're not really gonna raise their voice at you. They're going like, what's it called? Like y'all gonna say something, but you're not gonna like, do all that raising voice type of stuff. Like grandmothers, majority of grandmothers be ghetto. I wouldn't say all of them, but majority of grandmothers are ghetto. But yeah, so she was like, yeah, I do, I go to the casino and stuff like that. Remember she said that in like, sometime last year. I said, Grandma, your birthday gonna be coming up soon. What you gonna try to do? She said, I do the casino and stuff like that. Now, what's today? Today is February 21st. We on the phone and I'm asking her about it again, but this time I asked her about the bingo. I said, all right, Grandma, you want to do bingo? We can do bingo. We go out Mechanicsville and stuff like that. She's like, where that's at? I ain't trying to go far, child. I like to stay in the area. I'm like, Grandma, really? It's only an hour away. I want some change away or something like that. I was like, we can go to Mechanicsville or wherever, whatever area. It would be nice to take her to Florida or something like that, but she be acting funny. So then she's like, so I'm like, would you like to do bingo? She's like, well, I'm going to bingo tonight. I was like, are you going to bingo tonight? She's like, yeah. She said, I'm going to win me some gifts. I'm thinking she going to win her some money. When she first said bingo, first thing I think about is money, because that's what most people, be doing. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna win me some gifts and stuff like that. I said, every time Grandma wins something, she always trying to get stuff away. Every time she give away plants, everything. I said, Grandma funny. Grandma's hilarious. So that was like, well, bingo, you could win this amount of money, that amount of money, stuff like that. She said, nah, I'm good. I'm like, okay. I said, dang. And my mom thinking she gonna like it because she want to do the casino and stuff like that. It'd be cool if Grandma drink. But I think she'd be even funny if she drink. I wonder if she used to drink back then. I'm going to ask her one day. I'm like, Grandma, what you used to do back in the day? You used to drink in, what's the 1930s? Was it 1930s back then? What was it? 1930s, right? Or... yeah. Well, your grandparents and stuff like that, they be born in what? Because if your parents are born in the 1960s or around the 1960s or the 50s, that means your grandparents was born what? The 20s, 30s or something? Am I right or no? Hello? Am I right? Ain't your grandparents born in the 1920s or 1930s? And then your parents be born in 1950s, 1960s? I ain't good with math. How do you tell how old your grandparents are? I always wonder that. Because, like, oh, okay. Dang. Living for 85 years is crazy work. Oh my goodness. You know how long that is? Like us living 30 years, 32 years do not even seem long to me. Like that seems so normal. But when we talking about 80 something years And you know, you be having people that be like, they was married 100 years and stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, like how the hell can you be married? Not 100 years, but you know, like they be like, oh, I've been married 46 years and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, you really been married that long? You really been like married that long? And I don't even know how long my granddad been married for, but I know it been a minute. I don't think it been like super duper long, but because he was already married before that to my grandmother, my other grandmother. Dang, I got like three grandmothers. I got I got three grandmothers. I got step grandmother. I don't really. Anyway, step grandmother and my grandmother on my dad's side, my grandmother on my mom's side. And it's so funny because all grandparents are different. Like all grandparents are different, but it's like, dang, you got all these grandmothers and only one grandfather. Like it's, I wonder if it's always like that for other people and their families. Like, do they all have like different grandmothers and only one grandfather, or do some people have like a step grandfather and a grandfather? I wonder that. Yeah, that's kind of cool sometimes. But like I was saying, the women grandmothers, they quick to cuss you out and stuff like that. But the grandfathers, they ain't gonna cuss you out. They gonna be like, look, like, all it takes is for them to give you that look, just like the fathers. All it takes for them, your grandfather, to give you that look, and you settle down. Especially if you young. If you young, you quiet down, pipe down, and stuff like that. Down the grandmother, I don't know why they always feel like they gotta yell at you and cuss you out, but they definitely will. Or they tell you how pots up. They will tell you up. I miss my grandma now. I miss how she just always was funny. Just always funny. Both of my grandmothers funny. Like both of them funny. Mm-mm-mm. They be quick to tell you from right and wrong quick. Now you know you wrong. You know you wrong. You know you wasn't supposed to be doing that. Come on now. They be quick to tell you off too. Oh girl, you need to lose a little bit of weight, sweetie. That ain't working right up in there. Washing them love handles. Dog, grandma is so funny. Mm-mm-mm. It's like you can't have one. You gotta have one or the other. You can't just have a calm grandparent and then the other one be calm too. No, it's either you get one or the other. You gonna get the rowdy grandmother and a calm grandfather. The grandfather gonna tell you straight up this, that, and the third. This what you need to be doing. Blah blah. And he don't yell at you. Like don't even yell at you. He just more just calm and chill. The grandmother on the hand, yeah, I told you. I told you that what you supposed to be doing. Blah. All right. And you be saying to yourself, dang, she get on my nerves. But you listen. And that's so funny, though. Like, you'll listen to about a person yelling at you and stuff like that versus the person that's calm with you. I always wonder why that is. And you know you was going to get them butt whippings. You knew them butt whippings was coming. What you do, babe, when you knew the butt whippings was coming? When you be bad in school or did anything and you knew your mother was going to whoop your butt, like what was your reaction before? Like you knew the butt whooping, said like she's at work and you just got out of school and you knew the butt whooping was coming. What did you do? Like, did you try and get out of it? Did you talk to her, or did you just be like, man, it is what it is. I gotta take this L and get this butt whooping? Hello. Uh, I know when I know plenty of times, I ain't get a butt whipping like that when I was young, but when I knew it was coming, oh trust and believe, I wasn't even trying to talk them out of it. I just knew, okay, if I did wrong and the butt whipping was coming and I did wrong, okay, I'm gonna just take that L and just get that butt whipping. I knew it was gonna be something. Like, you just know. Man, that butt whipping gonna be something that you gonna wish you ain't never did this in school, or wish you ain't never embarrassed your parent doing whatever you done did, cause you know that butt whipping was gonna be fire. Nowadays, these kids don't know nothing about no butt whoopings. They definitely don't. Like, the ones that's really out here, you got 5-year-olds out here in the street. 5-year-olds robbing people. Like, what's up with these parents? Like, and this might not be always the parents. And it might not always be the parents, but like, it come a time when it's like, hey, are you gonna, even though it might not be the parents' fault of their child being the way that they be being, like, don't they have programs for these kids? I know they got programs. Like, what happened to Beyond Scared Straight? Like, I don't know if that was for the show or they really was doing it. They said they had one up in what's the place called? They had one up in somewhere. They had one, like, they need to bring that back and see what happens. Cause these 5-year-olds robbing people are 5-year-olds, really. Like, that's crazy. You can barely change your butt, wipe your butt, man. And you out here robbing people with people that are teenagers. Like, that goes to show everything is just getting worse and worse. Like, for real. It's sad. It's really sad. I don't know what be going on upstairs. They be loud. You can barely sleep at times. They be loud, thumping, jumping, all this stuff. 3. Yeah, you be think they be killing people upstairs. Killing the dog. The dog be acting crazy right along with them. You just be like, dang, what's going on? It be from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, they still making all this noise and chaos. I would never live on the first floor ever again. Then they let their dog piss in the hallway when it's time for you to leave and stuff. Like, the only reason why I knew it was piss in the hallway because they had napkins down. They had a lot of napkins down, and I don't even know if they cleaned it up by now. But I know when my case manager left earlier, um, it was still down there with the napkins and stuff like that. Like, who wants to keep leaving out their apartment and having to look down every time you leave out your apartment or come back, you looking down to make sure you don't step in piss and drag it into your apartment. Like, that's the only thing when you live in the hood. It's like, you just can't wait to get out the hood. And then just don't be it. Like, these people really be dirty. You trashing up the parking lot, all this stuff. People don't know where their kids at. Like, that's the problem. They don't be knowing where their kids at. Don't care where their kids at. Don't even call them and tell them to come in the house. When I was young, my people would call me, come in the house. Your curfew's 8 o'clock. I'd be in there probably like 7:50, or at least by 8 o'clock. I'm literally in the house by 8 o'clock. Like, the clock don't even gotta turn 8 o'clock for me to already be in the house. I'm already in the house. Like, I knew that was my curfew, and if I want to keep doing what I'm doing, like going outside, having fun with your friends, stuff like that, I'm gonna make sure I'm in that house by 8 o'clock or before 8 o'clock. Like, what? And you be lucky if you got a curfew at 10 o'clock at night. You got a curfew at 10 o'clock at night? Shoot, we thought it was Christmas. having fun and everything. Like, you could do that. You could have fun. You could be outside long as you want. You just gotta make sure you where your parents can see you at all times. You ain't where they can see you at all times. Up, come in this house. We ain't doing that. Now it's like these kids could just walk anywhere. You don't have to be in front of the house. You don't have to be up the street where they can see you. As soon as they walk out the house, they could just look to the left or look to the right, and I can see you playing with your friends. It's like they could be anywhere. They could go catch the bus somewhere, and you don't know where your child at. Half of the time, these kids don't even be having a cell phone to even call their parents and say, "Hey, mom, I'm about to come in the house," or uh, "Hey, mom, stay on the phone with me until I get in the house." Like, my parents used to do that. They used to stay on the phone with me until I get in the house. And I ain't know it, but literally up the street or at a friend's house, literally up the street or stuff like that. But I always made sure I was in the house by 8 o'clock. Even, I was what? I was a teenager. I was in high school and making sure I'm in the house by 8 o'clock. Yet alone, probably like 10 at the latest. But I never liked going in the house by myself when it's real dark. Like, I when it was like, because I know, like, back then, it would be dark at 8 o'clock, but it wasn't, like, pitch black. So, like, it was fine. And then we had street lights, too, so. As long as we had street lights, we was basically good. But I always made sure I was in the house. I was very responsible. Even, I'm not even just talking about high school. Like, younger than that, I was real responsible. I just never liked the dark. Maybe it was just me. I don't know about men. I don't know if it's different for y'all or whatnot. But yeah, I was always scared of the dark, so I made sure I was in there a certain time. I ain't never really get home and like do that 10 o'clock at night walking home. No, that's not me. No, I was scared of the dark, so I knew my tail was getting in there by at least by 8 o'clock. And then I was literally, like, the way the neighborhood was, up the street is literally up the street. Up the street isn't like 2-3 blocks down and stuff. How people be saying, "Oh, I'm just going outside to go up the street." Up the street literally be 2-3 blocks away. Like, that's too far. If I can't see you, that's too far. If you're not literally right up the street to where I could come get you within a split second, that's too far. Like, no, these people gotta watch out for their kids. You got kids getting kidnapped. Like, no, that's not it. That's not it. But thanks for talking with me, you guys. Have a good night. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Turn up. Have fun. Thank you.